Right, wrist supports. I always get questions on what ones to get, how you should be using them, what are they for, okay? So I'm gonna try and give you a little bit of an insight in today as to my opinion on what ones you need and how they can be useful for you. So first things first, please do not go online or go to a CrossFit gym and buy those wrist supports with the cool funky unicorns on, okay? Because they don't actually do anything for your wrists, okay? You actually end up jarring back against them, and you'll find the same thing with the Velcro ones that are really readily available, okay? They actually end up sitting just below your wrist joint, and then you hinge against them, which actually causes more inflammation and pain in the back of the wrist than you were getting without them, okay? So what we use is a boxing hand wrap, okay? This is like probably 1/10 of the price of those unicorn ones you're looking at now thinking, fuck, okay? So, boxing hand wrap, and I've just cut this down in half. So, I don't know how long that is, roughly the length of my body, okay? 6 foot if anyone's asking. And what I'll do is I'll always grab the end that I've cut off. The next thing we'll do is pinch that in between fingers and hand, and then I'll always wrap back over the back of the hand first. Now, the key thing for me is with wrist support is that we're actually wrapping over the wrist joint. So I'll come over the back of the hand first, pull it a little bit taut, make sure you get a set that has a little bit of give in, and then I'll wrap down from there. As I'm wrapping these up like a mummy, okay, I'm going back over and really highlighting, covering that wrist joint. Okay, so we go down the hand, and as we come to the finish, I've added a few extra layers over the back of the wrist joint, and then with the tag that's meant to go over your thumb, I spin that round and tuck that in, okay, around the front of my hands. So it's hidden, it's not gonna impact me when I'm gripping a bar. But as you'll see now, that's where that wrist joint was, where your old wrist support used to hinge into. We're actually providing that now with support. So when our wrist is sitting back, when it's overhead, maybe in a snatch or in a jerk, it's got support there. So it's not hitting its end of range and jarring, that's where you're gonna get the pain and the inflammation. It's actually getting supported, okay, by the bandage. And that's really, really important, okay? So bandage, easy. Now, I'm gonna show you this with the bar in my hand so you get an idea of when you're using the wrist support, whether you've got it in the right position or not, okay? So as I'm taking the bar out, you'll see now, okay, always making sure the bar's in the middle of my hand. When it's overhead, because my wrist is sitting back in this position, it's actually getting stopped from hitting the end of the range by the wrist support. So instead of being here, we're wrist back, and it's providing support rather than going right back into its end of range. Wrist supports, get them, use them right from the start of your session. Doesn't matter what exercise you're doing, you can use them with a little sweatband every now and then, but it's a great way to prevent any wrist injury, provide it with support, but also stop you from sweating. I hope that's helped anyway on wrist supports. I'll put a link in below on where you can get them from. There's no like good place, bad place, okay? You don't need to buy any extravagant fancy ones. Like I said, it's just boxing hand wraps, all right? If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends that are still wearing those unicorn wrist supports. See you later. Get out my way, ho.